Special thanks for the generous sponsorship of Schumann 3D Blast, Shinewolf, Ministry of Ennui Control, Metric Conversion, Velsharon, Thingy, the Temporal Discussion Podcast, Lemon 314, and Lord Entropy. Visit David X. Newton on Patreon to join the ASCII Brigade.
So, I forget, have you found, like, a single entrance to Star Road yet?
No.
Okay, then let's go back to, I think probably the easiest one to get to would be back in the Donut Plains by the top secret area.
Alright.
Yep.
I've been robbed of all my lives, and that was just really how many I wasted.
No, it's when you restart, you just restart with 5. I think you had like 20 or 30 something. You can get more lives. You're probably going to need them, so let's get some more lives first.
Alright.
These have been some really cool experiences of seeing people doing Let's Plays of games that they already started, and then I join halfway through, and then the first revisiting is like the moment that they sort of beat the game. That just happened with the Woodlings and their Pokemon Soul Silver Let's Play.
We finally got back into that after we were doing like a written Let's Play where we were just doing like blog entries on our Dreamwidth, and then I just really fell off because ADHD and other neurodivergencies and just general burnout were just hitting me so hard that I just couldn't touch anything, and it languished, and it was just nothing for like years. I think it was like 4 years between entries, and then finally, once we started Warm Fuzzy Game Room, once streaming became a thing, we accidentally created an avenue by which we could start like revisiting the Pokemon. Like, I still don't feel up to doing a written Let's Play, but I felt like I could stream it. And so we streamed it, and we got back into it and had our first stream, and I think we're actually ready to have our second any day now. So keep an eye on our channel, and we'll do more Pokemon at some point. And it's just been it's been a joy to finally get back into that. We had some Pokemon that I felt like I really owed it to them to finish their story. So I'm glad we can do that now.
Definitely.
And I'm glad that you got to be there for that and take part in the moment. Like all of you who witnessed that and everything, just thank you for being part of that journey.
I've started my first Pokemon game, which is what is it? Shield. I'm trying to get ahead of Penny so that I know what's happening so I can help her out later. And
how's it going?
It's been going okay. I haven't really felt challenged yet. Like the elemental knowledge really matters all that much, apart from in the gym fight.
I feel like the newer games they've made a bit easier than the older ones, but a lot of that's just quality of life tweaks. You've never had to go into a gym with like half your team being dedicated to HM users, because that's not a thing anymore. Thank goodness. We're actually jealous of that.
I'm very glad that I don't have to do that, because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's for the best that you don't. We're doing we're doing Soul Silver right now, and it's definitely a contrast of just the quality of life tweaks and things like that. Oh my god, are we gonna have the other dog on our lap now?
You've got a big lap.
God. We really don't is the thing, but they seem to think we do. Okay, we're trying to make them both fit now.
We started this off, my dog was in here too. And a few times when Celine was off on some very lovely, heartwarming soliloquies, I don't know if you heard him in the background going, because he was just so moved.
Which is a very polite way of saying that I just blather on way too much, which again is my neurodivergency, and I apologize for that. But yeah, so we're house sitting for our parents' dogs, and they just want to be in our lap. So now we've got 2 dogs in our lap as we're sitting here talking and just trying to make them both fit.
There's no such thing as blathering too much to me. But maybe it's because I'm biased, because those are the sorts of conversations that I like most anyway, especially with the friend I brought up earlier, who I tend to call online H. I really enjoy the ramblings. Shoutouts to H. H might be watching this. I think there's a 100% chance that H is going to be watching this once I tell them that I'm going to be featured.
It's another thing that we've really come to enjoy about Diminish, because there's a lot of, well, I mean, again, I described it as just a lot of, emotional honesty and getting into some heartfelt topics like that. In this case, the thing that comes to mind, like if you compare Act 1 and Act 2 of Diminish, Act 2 is a lot more slower paced, at least at first. There's a lot of just, instead of just like going through these challenging spike obstacle course levels, there's a lot of episodes early on in Act 2 where it's just Will trapped in this seemingly endless ocean where he's just holding right and just swimming and just talking about mental health and what's been going on in his life and just like everything as he's swimming. And like there's really, it's kind of like our experience in the Valley Fortress there, where not a whole lot was happening on screen, but we were just having such an amazing bearing of our souls while it was going on. Like we really, like personally, we really love Act 2 for everything it touched on for that reason. I don't know. I know you were worried that it might be a bit divisive because it's it's not Act 1, but I know it's been we've loved it. I don't know how it's gone over with everyone else, but we love that heartfelt energy.
I'm very glad. That always helps.
Yeah, I think it helps that you're playing a character who is indecisive and hesitant and not really understanding what he's doing.
It's a character. It's a character. But sorry, go on.
One more.
Unless that was it.
Yeah, sorry for the disappearing act there. I had to.
I think you cut off for a second there.
Yeah.
You had
Disappeared
to.
again.
I was trying to get some fresh air.
Uh-oh. Having some microphone issues on your end, unfortunately.
For David or for me?
For
everyone, I
Zach.
think, yeah.
Zach was just kind of cutting in and out.
Probably for the best anyway, because I was just apologizing for not being here for the past few minutes because I had to go shut some windows after one of my neighbors decided to light up.
It's okay, because I was I got carried away anyway, so that kind of sucked all the oxygen out of the room anyway. But you're good. You got back just in time. I finally shut up, so now you can return.
99 Marios, where do I go?
Back to the
Yeah.
donut plane somewhere.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be to the where is it?
It's the donut
right.
secret house, I think.
Yeah, the one on the south.
Yeah. Which
Well, that's-
finding the secret exit in the ghost house is always fun, but don't ask me where the exit is, but it's in here somewhere.
All right, I think I had enough bother finding the real exit from this one. If someone wants to look it up, I would definitely not be opposed.
I would, but we have dogs in our lap, and they kind of go after my hand whenever I stop petting them, so I'm not allowed to type right now. They're very demanding.
Which ghost house is it?
Donut secret house.
Donut Secret House, yeah.
What was that? That was a lot of words.
Donut secret house. We're looking for the exit that takes us to Star Road specifically.
Sorry if you can hear my keyboard.
No, you're good.
And to to put a bow on what you were saying, Celine, I'm really, really glad that Act 2 has hit home for you. And actually, a little bit of diminished trivia here, because I don't think it's really a spoiler anymore. When I came back with new episodes, the initial plan was, like Will was talking about...
David, grab the P-switch and go to the next room.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. I was not knowing what I was looking for, even after I knew I was looking what I was looking for. I
The
didn't know what I was
P-switch is
looking
gone!
Well, there's probably another one in here somewhere.
Yeah, it should be all the way over on the left, I believe.
All
Anyway,
right.
sorry, go on.
I'll let David find this really quick, and then I'll pick back up.
Hooray. Oh, no, I remember this.
So yeah, you gotta bring the P-switch over here.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Now what?
E-switch jump to enter the door.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have to go for it. There we go. Okay.
I think hit the block above the door, and it makes a vine, if I remember correctly.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and you climb up. That I remember that leads to
In that door.
Ah, it's gone!
I remembered that led to an exit. I couldn't remember if that was the right one, but
Speaking of indecision, that is absolutely a moment where I would have been too terrified to hit the P-switch anywhere, because I would have just automatically assumed that no matter where I was in the wrong place, and that for some reason, even though I had access to infinite tries, like technically, I would have been like, oh, I don't want to do this because it's going to be wrong. And then it turns out the P-switch, like, visibly, as we all know, P-switches will turn coins into blocks and vice versa, but I would never have guessed that there would be like 5 other things happening around the room invisibly.
And I completely forgot that I have push to talk active there.
Oh, sorry, Zach.
No, because I was
my help
yelling
suddenly-
instructions for David, and I realized he didn't hear a word of that.
No. Oh, hang on, boss
Oh
monster.
yeah, boss fight.
Okay, I'll take this opportunity to pick back up on what I was saying. Act 2.
Yeah, carefully you don't remove your whole floor, David.
Coming back to posting episodes again. Me, Will, Apollo, everybody. In addition to like Will talking about how he was going to try talking less to see if that would help make things smoother and easier this time around, so that he didn't. Well done. So that
Thank
he
you.
didn't fall into another period of activity. He was also going to take down, or at least unlist, Act 2, Episode 6. That was part of. I was dead set on that happening. Until 2 people within the span of a few days contacted me personally, without anybody knowing, of course, that this was my plan. They contacted me personally, talking about
What?
how
What's going on
Act
there?
2 Episode 6 like changed
Welcome to
everything.
Star Road.
Welcome to Star World Road.
All right. Okay, I suppose we'll go to Star World 1.
so every level in Star Road has 2 exits. The secret one takes you to the next node, and then the normal one takes you just right back to where you were and doesn't do anything. But if you're going for exit completion, you can just get them both anyway. But which one was episode 6 again?
That was the one where the entire episode, until the very end, spoilers, is Will just swimming right and talking.
Yeah.
And in talking about the ending of the episode prior and how it jarred some people.
Oh, right.
Because
That
of
one was
being
honestly
me
kind of
being I am.
therapeutic.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
thought that was
it's
therapeutic?
it's a hard thing because I think in character Will would absolutely do that. He would be very hesitant about burying himself like that. But it's such an important message for so many people that's I don't know.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah.
So, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just remembering that there was one other thing that all of the Star World levels have. They also have unique Yoshi eggs.
Oh,
Yeah, like you got a glimpse of what they have to offer earlier with the blue Yoshi. Yeah, in each level there is a egg that'll hatch into a smaller Yoshi that you can feed a bunch of enemies to, and it'll grow into a full-blown Yoshi that will always have a particular power-up whenever it has a shell in it. Like if you didn't have green Yoshi with you, that one would have hatched into a baby red Yoshi.
uh-huh.
And if you have a red Yoshi with you, anytime you eat a shell, no matter what power it would normally give them, it'll also work as a fire power-up. So like whatever shell you get when you spit it out, it's just 3 fireballs come flying out.
All right, so that was an exit, but it didn't visibly do anything. I suppose I've got to go back and find the secret one?
Yeah, the normal exits in all these levels always just do that, but you do get credit for finding another exit, so if you're going for completion, you know. But yeah, there's a secret one in here, which I assume is just going to be like somewhere in this vast sea of blocks. There's going to be a door with a key.
Yeah, so Zach was saying something? Oh,
yeah, right there.
There it is.
Got it.
I can absolutely see how this would be.
Right. How do I just see what it is?
A Mario game that a person could get lost in for like 2 years, just like trying to find every little thing in the best way.
Yeah, I had no idea there was so much to this game before I started this prolonged series.
Oh yeah, also eating a power-up like an invincibility star will cause a baby Yoshi to grow up immediately.
It's like, what?
Oh, there we go. Okay, I was pressing the wrong button.
Wow, blue Yoshis can even fly underwater.
They can run pretty quick too.
Come back here, you prehistoric bastard!
Excuse me, they prefer to call it water flying.
Better hurry, David. That's actually Apollo that you just lost, apparently.
Tries 98.
The one thing that Mario has way over Apollo is the ability to never have to worry about going up for air in water level. You just kick that Yoshi. You're still kicking that Yoshi. It is a child.
You
just punt the child. Just
sometimes
drop kick him like a football. That's, you know.
Sometimes they need a bit of that.
Oh my god.
Or you could just hold Y and carry it.
You could, or you could just kick Yoshi.
Or child abuse, that works.
Oh, probably deserved it.
And when kicking the child doesn't work, you can always just yeet the poor thing.
I think you might have deserved that one, honestly.
When I did one of my shows at Fairpocalypse or Anthro NE or something like that, my desktop wallpaper was of me holding Baby Penny up by one leg upside down over the couch, which she loved. She loved swinging upside down like that. She would always ask me, "Go upside down," but out of context, it looked really bad.
It's a perfect parallel to one of my favorite things when I was really little. When there was a pastime that I had with my father, like I think my sister too, but especially me, where it was just this delightful thing where I would ask my father, "Please, Dad, beat me to a bloody pulp."
What?
Excuse me.
All that entailed was just a tickle fight, but for some reason we called it being beaten to a bloody pulp.
Where did you get that from?
I don't know how it started. I honestly don't. It might have been like a phrase that was passed down through the Armstrong family for generations, but
that's a very odd heirloom if that's the case. But,
I think
the secret exit's underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that one. That one was
Yeah,
given.
this one's kind of obvious.
Form of swimming is constantly slamming your head into the ceiling.
He ate the key.
Swimming should be as painful as possible.
I mean, you can just have the key in your mouth and just walk into the keyhole.
Oh, you can?
Or
All
you
right.
can do that, yeah.
I'll just leave him behind. So does completing this pentagram do anything? Because I noticed that I couldn't get back onto the normal path from uncompleted Star Race.
So you would need to unlock that same exit from the other side, and then it becomes a shortcut, and then you can just use the Star Road to just teleport from one end of the map to the other. But you'd have to have all the exits unlocked.
That level was a bit shorter than I was thinking.
If you get the secret exit in the lowermost, like the southernmost one, that will take you somewhere else.
Yeah, it'll actually take you directly to Bowser's castle.
Oh yeah, I was wondering why it was useful for speedrunners if you needed to unlock it all from the other side.
The secret one from the lowermost exit, that goes to the special world.
Special? Is the world that's more special than this one?
Star path on the lower right will go straight to Bowser's castle.
Yeah.
Ow. So yeah, like I was saying, this level's a bit shorter than most of the others. I'm guessing that I need to take out what's his name?
Lakitu.
Lakitu. Oh yes. Come out of your cloud.
Did he just
you got him.
Just stop?
Interesting. It looked like because I think his animation happened off screen and then he just was automatically deloaded or something. But it just looked like he was so angry, and then all of a sudden he was just like, I'm so through this," and then he just disappeared.
He was done.
It's just like, oh, the hell with this. Poof.
Lakitu just decided he was done.
Great.
He saw the end of his days and he teleported straight into Super Mario 64, where he can be your cameraman.
Yeah. Also, if I'm not mistaken, that's the only level where you can get a yellow Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
which has the earthquake power up for all of its shells, which is not particularly useful.
Basically, every Yoshi in this game, you have every other Yoshi in this game, and then the blue one is my personal tier list. But
yeah,
here we go.
Those are fast boys and speedy young men.
One thing that always disappointed me is that if you had a colored Yoshi and ate a shell of its corresponding color, it didn't give you something extra, like this one spitting out extra fireballs.
So I do think that I don't need to worry about this because I don't feel this at all with Celine, and I know Celine worries about this, but I want to make sure that I'm not dominating conversation too much because I joked earlier, half jokingly, about how fun it is to talk about myself and have the conversation be about me, but I don't. I also get very self-conscious about that. I don't want this to be.
I feel like if you all can put up with me, and people call me the word rat. If you can put up with me, then you can put up with just about anything. But yeah, that is something I'm very anxious about as well. You wouldn't believe it from how much I just go on anyway, but that's because I actually can't help myself. It's like a condition or something.
Earlier, like I was going to try and red bonk you for something that you said. But
sorry, just wanted to interject here. The secret exit is below here. You can get to it from the left.
Thank you.
Like you see where those green blocks are?
Yeah.
Aha.
Oh, and this is ages ago in the game, the Switch Palaces.
Yeah, you actually need a shell to get to this.
Oh, you're
so
right.
you might want to ditch the Yoshi since he won't be able to spit one out at it.
Bonk. Yeah, all right, I'm hurrying up.
But yeah, I can't help myself, so I'm sure you're fine by comparison.
Yeah, when Celine and I first met in 2006, we started an email thread back and forth, and that reached multiple millions of words, I'm certain, over the course of its lifespan.
I'm so sorry.
That was one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I had never had anyone that interested in what I was saying.
Exactly. That's one of the things about my friendship with H that is like so life-bringing for me is that we do that all the time, and I mean it 3,000% that you cannot put me off by not helping yourself. And you mentioned you sounded a little dejected earlier when you were talking about you going on tangents, and I was gonna
Whoa!
tell you off, but at that moment, in keeping with some very like a trend that I'm finding very amusing so far in this recording session, where David then immediately had gotten 99 lives and was like, "Okay, now where do I go?" But before that, it was when he had just beaten the final boss, and he was like, "Oh, have I just beaten the game?" And Celine was like, "Yeah." So anyway,
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with my gameplay.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more in the moment, but I get stuck. I really do. It's like I really cannot help myself sometimes. It's like a neurodivergency thing or just something. I literally cannot stop. And I'm very sorry when I get carried away like that.
Yes.
That's like, good job. So as we were saying.
Yeah. And what I've been meaning to say is I don't mean to speak for all of us, but I think it's safe to, in this case, you really do not need to apologize for that. We are here for it, and we're here for you. We're here with you.
I feel bad, but okay.
I know how that feels. I have that empathy too, where it's like, surely this can't, like, they're only being nice by like humoring me, right? Like this, and I've done something wrong, but it really helps to have friends like you in my life, where it's giving me that perspective where it's like, actually, if I'm to them what Celine or H is to me, then this is one of the greatest gifts. Like I won't try and stifle myself too much.
Well, it is why we loved Act 2 of Diminish so much, and why I'm glad you ended up not delisting episode 6 after all. But I don't know. I always worry, because I've gotten in trouble with that before, so, you know.
Like, there will be those cases where, like, there are those horror scenarios where, like, all your fears are true. Oh, bye, Yoshi. That was great.
There's gonna be someone watching this video like, oh my god, Celine, shut up.
And yeah, that's always in my mind. Like in any of those cases, like, I always think of, like, the worst case scenarios of, like, and, like, they will exist, but you don't like, I'm the one who makes a point to be at the forefront of my mind at all times, and that doesn't have to happen.
I think that's the first time I've got a bonus for hitting the tape at the right place.
Your Yoshi is yellow, 20 points.
It's one of the things we love about the entire Diminished community, is just that you know, Island of Misfit Toys thing. Like, I've got my issues, but so do a lot of people there, and you know what? We're all okay. Yeah. So if you go back to Star Road, I don't know where it is, but left one. So this area, there's a secret exit here, which will take you deeper into the deep cuts of this game.
It'll be
Sorry, you cut off again? Uh-oh.
Yoshi with you?
Yeah, yes, Yoshi's with me.
And then just fly, like, straight up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
I kind of figured that.
Fly straight up from where?
From where the yellow Yoshi egg is.
Okay.
It's like advice from Zach, hard mode.
It'll be easier to do if you have a blue Yoshi with you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, yeah, because a blue Yoshi could just take any shell and just
not much chance of that.
Also, I'm sorry because before we started, Zach said that he was going to do push to talk in Discord because he might be clearing his throat a lot, and here I am. I think I've cleared my throat like 100 times, and I haven't activated push to talk. So,
we honestly didn't notice.
No, not at all.
Well, now you will notice every time.
So I'm just waiting here for the coin snake thing to run out. I'm not sure if it's necessary or if I can press left and right safely and not alter its path, but we'll see.
I see, yeah, so you're going to want to go up somehow. Yeah, it's going to be up there. So you can either...
Yeah, you saw that platform up there, right?
I did.
Yep, so that's where you got to get to.
So you can either use the coin snake or easier just get a blue Yoshi.
Alright, blue Yoshi was which level? It was the underwater one that I kicked down the stream.
I mean, you could have just let it hatch first, then have it eat the star, but that works too.
The last time I was sure that the star hit it and it instantly hatched.
It means that you have to enter proximity of Yoshi so it wakes up and then it will eat the star.
Aha.
Yeah, what happens is Yoshi will eat the star if it's in range, and the star just happens to land right in front of it if you're close enough that it is already hatched before the star lands.
All right, let's do that.
So
It was fine. Mario clearly needed the star more anyway.
He did.
yeah, there you go. Amazing.
You know, I've said this on multiple streams of mine, and you might be fed up of hearing it by now, but I used to watch this British YouTuber called Nerd Cubed, and he always said he treated his streams like he's the comedian, the game's the straight man. And I always said that in my streams, it always seems to be the other way around.
That's honestly the way, like a lot of us got our start doing Hatoful Boyfriend and its sequel Holiday Star, and you cannot outdo that game. Like, if you're streaming Hatoful, you have no choice but to be the straight man and just let it take you on a ride, because there's no way you can.
Oh cock! All right, I'll just do this.
Like whatever it's gonna do, you cannot beat it. You just can't.
Oh, I could have made a staircase with this.
Or you could have just gobbled up a Koopa Troopa and flown.
Yeah, let's do that.
Mind you, without a cape, you're going to have to mash B.
All right, we're going to have to start this plan again.
Is anybody else getting audio echo?
Yes.
I am now. Yeah.
Sounds good here.
I wonder who's causing the echo.
Uh-oh.
Right, there we go.
It was pretty faint though, for me.
Is it on my end?
No, it's gone.
I didn't hear it that time. What about for you, Zach?
Yeah, it finally disappeared.
Okay. It just turns out that attempt was decidedly more dramatic. Secrets of the universe.
Come on! Right, what am I meant to be doing? Because I swallowed a turtle and that didn't seem to grant me flying powers.
When you hold it in your mouth, you can jump infinitely.
Oh,
fly.
okay, right.
It's a moment
Like-
of the game.
Yeah, if you have a cape on, all you have to do is hold down the B button, but without a cape, you have to mash B over and over.
All right.
Which still works.
I
either
think
way,
I
you
can
just
manage
have
that.
to- Yeah.
To bring
Just
up... Sorry, go ahead.
What?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, just as long as it's in your mouth, yeah, like exactly. There you go. You got it. Anyway, go on.
Should something have appeared by
yeah.
now?
It's gonna be a bit.
Yeah, to once again revisit...
Oh! I didn't realize that it could run out.
I think if you just hold the P-switch in your mouth, that might give you the wings again too. Oh no, I'm
Nope.
sorry. It has to be a Koopa shell. So spit it out,
All right.
and then go eat another turtle.
Yes.
Just go left.
Yeah, all right. I wanted to make this bridge because it feels safer. I can just make a staircase, honestly.
It is indeed much relieving on the anxiety to feel like there's ground beneath you.
Yeah, just don't go walking off the edge in the meantime.
All right. Oh, I was hoping I'd be able to see.
Oh.
Guess we'll just have to do it this way then.
Nice.
Oh, that's where the staircase went. Okay.
Okay, to revisit what was being said earlier with Celine feeling like they talk too much, me feeling like I talk too much a lot of the time. I've really observed in your case, not just personally, but with other people, how it's a gift, and I'm so glad that you continuously are all of you for as long as like your body requires that you are when it comes to like giving sentiments and talking about things, because I know that it's, you know, eventually what led me to want to be in personal contact with you, so I could be exposed to that all the time. And I think that it's helped a lot of people too. Like, it may not be immediately apparent, but like in the communities like Diminish, I think that it makes a huge positive impact. So,
And on that note, welcome to Super Hell.
Wow, this is it does feel like I've accessed a part of the game that shouldn't really be there.
Yeah, this is the these are the challenge levels. I don't think they have any secret exits. They're just the hard mode levels, and if you can get through, oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, complete this and you can explore a strange new world. This isn't the strange new world yet.
Technically, when you complete this, it actually just sends you back to the regular map, but there will be some differences.
Oh dear.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I love this. The games that have layers of them and increasing madness as you go.
Yeah.
Maybe not in a hatful boyfriend
Certainly
way all the time, but
Yeah, I was gonna say that would certainly explain our devotion to Hatful.
I still haven't actually caught up on those videos yet. I've caught up on a lot of different wings of David's channel, but not the Hatful Boyfriend videos.
oh, that was what propelled me into YouTube. It's so weird to think back. We had this army of kawaii Japanese fangirls.
I honestly, this is just me personally. I find the Hatful videos a bit hard to recommend to people at this point, just for me personally, because A, my voice was not nearly as good back then, but then B, we did them with a lot of people who since have ceased being a part of our lives, and it's just, there are some awkward connotations involved, but like, if you can put up with me not sounding as good and a couple of other people being there, then they're still great. I get self-conscious about those.
I forgot about that. Yeah, to quickly pivot then. I never actually meant to quickly pivot into our deaths. That is far preferable.
To quickly pivot into this brick wall here.
I was talking about the reason why I actually am such a huge Sonic fan, because I even while never owning a Sega console in my life, I got my start like being a super fan with the Sonic movie and just watching that 10 billion times with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to games, I think the first games that I played were the Sonic Advance series, and then around the same time, it was Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, the ones that were on GameCube, and from there, that was basically all I needed. Sonic X came out around the same time. It was just a very timely time to become a Sonic super fan as a young child, and to have it be very formative.
One of Penny's oddities was that for a long time, whenever she saw Sonic, she would say, "Oh, it's Daddy's friend," and I don't think I'd ever referred to him that way. But he would when we went to see the new film. She also said, "Oh, it's your friend."
Oh wow!
Heaven help you if Rouge ever shows up in one of the Sonic movies.
That's my special friend. Right, what do I do here? I've got 3 P switches.
Okay, so hitting one of the blue ones will open up the path for you. Then you want to hit this guy from underneath.
All right, okay.
3 hammers. Nice.
All right, and now you're ready to take on the most infuriating level in the game.
That wasn't the most infuriating level in the game.
Oh God, is Tubular next? Is it Tubular already? God damn it! I'm so sorry. Tubular has it has a reputation.
All right.
I'm so excited for this too. Well, grimly excited as someone who also like. I've seen my speedruns here and there, but that can there's nothing that can make you endeared to a game like either playing a game through for the first time casually or seeing a first time casual playthrough, and that's gonna make this so much fun for me.
I think it's worth noting. We last played this game so many years ago. Like I was young. And all of these levels just have different names like gnarly, radical, awesome, etc. And, they all kind of blend together. And of course, I don't remember which one's which because they're all similarly named. But I remember Tubular. That's all you need to know about Tubular is that I was like, oh God, is Tubular next?
Yeah, Tubular stands out by all the rage it will be inducing.
It's definitely that one level for like this entire game.
Yeah, like you saw the P-balloon tower up there.
If you're
going to be using that the entire level.
No, I'm not, because I can't get it.
If you can get through Tubular, you can get through anything, but that's a big if.
You told me that about Kairiaki.
Tubular already stood out to me in being one of the terms that has almost completely died. Like, it isn't even used ironically these days, and I wonder if this level is the sole reason.
I would not be surprised.
Why was it ever a word? It's a shape. No one ever said triangular prism.
Well, there was a time when people would be called squares, and that's not totally died yet, I don't think.
That is true. Right, so I seem to have missed my opportunity to get the P-switch again.
Yeah, you're gonna
basically means you're dead.
Yeah.
At least I'm rich.
True, you are one coin away from the next life.
Yeah, we just witnessed a symbolic representation of many people's lives. I wonder if fifth-dimensional beings would refer to people who are
Okay, so hit the switch first.
Hit the switch first and then get the... Okay, right.
Thank you for giving me time to think of the shape that I was trying to think of to finish that joke.
No!
And now you have to get through the whole level without getting hit.
Frankus.
My one weakness.
This reminds me of, well, I suppose this predates The Lost Vikings? I'm not entirely sure. What year was this? 1999-91?
Somewhere around there,
yeah. So it probably does, but yeah, the way he inflates reminds me of a whole section of The Lost Vikings where that was a mechanic.
Okay, now that I remember...
Yeah, this level's going to remind you more of the Toho series in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I've never played any of those, but I do know enough to know that it's, you know, a game where 96% of the screen is covered in bullets at any time.
Yeah.
Yep, that's this level in a nutshell.
Oh, nice dodge.
Very good.
You need a lot of that. Toho, a series that I am only aware of because of the music, and just because of that, I know that it's good. The Toho series music has been so inspirational.
Hit by some stupid American sport!
Done in by American football. Hand egg is a very proper name for it. I guess Americans hate eggs.
They do, they've got vitamins in them.
Well,
Yes,
the health
would
course, of course, we
lobby
hate.
for it to be called hand egg.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to stay aware of which question mark blocks contain balloons.
Yeah, as if dodging projectiles left and right wasn't bad enough.
Oh, that was not it. It's got to be one of those with the I don't know any
I think
physicians
it's
in medical
below
people.
the upper football chuck there.
Thank you.
I loved that brief moment where he missed clapping you into dust, and then you just stood next to him for a second. You looked at each other's eyes. The sexual tension was very inspiring.
Whoa! Oh!
And he's out.
That was clearly a bean.
A what?
That was a benches clearing toss at the head.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Baseball terminology.
Getting beaned is what it's called whenever a pitcher throws at a batter's head, or like that's when the batter gets thrown at the head by the pitcher. I need to get my my subject and predicate.
When that happens.
It's what's happening to you.
It's also getting beamed is also when you witness Apollo sitting cross-legged.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Celine. Not nearly as frowned upon, but equally as incapacitating.
Oh, I fell down.
You beamed yourself in the block a few times.
Mm-hmm.